highlights are ridiculous.
I like the
To
stiff
get
arm.
in
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
to all of that. Oh, we saw the stiff arm. You were a breakout star last season, but now I feel like personally your expectations and of your fans and of fantasy football players, all of that have to be through the roof. How are you handling all of that pressure heading into this year?
Pressure really doesn't bother me, it's really just a challenge. I'm a competitor first, so me going into a game really is just like fun. I've been doing it all my life, so pressure, it isn't really a big deal for me.
No pressure, love it.
Now, we've seen a lot of guys getting upset with their Madden ratings. Yours was an 83. How you feel about that?
I probably played Madden for like a month. That's it. But I mean, what is it, 83?
83 overall.
I'm just getting my feet wet, so
Get his feet wet.
at this point, I'll take that.
All right, they gave you a 91 spectacular catch rating. Let's take a look at some of your highlights from last
91.
year, and you tell us kind of what allows you to kind of make those, circus catches. We're gonna look at some catches first, though.
All right, let's take a look. You guys got to talk over these for me.
I know. And as a DB, you hate it when you're right there and that receiver just, goes up and gets it. Were you always just a pure hands catcher? Or?
Yeah, to be honest, I really practice without gloves, just using my hands. So then when you put the gloves on, it's just easier.
And that's what dudes don't do.
Yeah.
That's what they don't do. They use those gloves as a safety net because you can catch anything with them gloves on.
Could I catch anything?
Oh,
with
absolutely.
gloves on? Okay.
Absolutely.
I think your big hands help
Absolutely.
too there, though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, so if he's catching with no gloves on in practice,
Yeah.
working day in and day out like that, I know I walked up on him when he came in, and I'm like, see, that's part of the reason I said I'm retiring, because I can't cover dudes like this.
Do you use jugs machine with no gloves?
Yeah, sometimes, with gloves, without gloves, just in the off-season training, stuff like that, I use no gloves. It was one time, well, actually last year, I worked out with Randy.
Oh, wow.
And, we went out there to practice, so my mind said I already don't use gloves, so I didn't even bring them. And he was like, keep the gloves at home. I'm like, I'm already,
Oh, man,
a
that's
couple steps
amazing.
ahead of you.
That's great. Your former teammate Golden Tate was talking about Matthew Stafford the other day, and he said he's the best quarterback he's ever played with, which has, leads to some other questions. But asking you about Stafford, why do teammates always seem to have his back? What is it about Matt Stafford?
You know what you're gonna get out. You know what you're gonna get from him pretty much every Sunday. Even at practice, the guy gonna work hard and he's a competitor. He might do a little trash talking with, even with our guys, even during other opponents on Sunday. It's just that's the type of guy you just want to, have his back because he's gonna have your back.
You like a quarterback who talks trash?
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
When you compete, you gotta talk a little bit. It's gonna be chirping going back and forth. So, especially from your quarterback, and when you're out there dropping dimes, it just make the game fun.
So, Kenny, this is the first time I've ever met you, so I'm just going to be really real with you. I had you in fantasy football, and I benched you week 15. Week 15, he went up to Buffalo and took on Tre'Davious Wright. This is a shutdown corner, a guy who I was benching elite wide receivers against all season long because nobody sniffed 100 yards against Tre'Davious White. You take him on in Buffalo and put up a $146. What is your mindset going one-on-one with one of the league's top? You ruined my season, bro.
Just competing, really. I really didn't care. I really don't care who in front of me, really. I just want to go out there and make plays for the team. When my number's called, I got to make the play. So, I accepted the challenge, so, and then I needed a big week for myself. So I just accepted the challenge and came
Who
out
was
on
the toughest
top.
corner you faced last year?
It was a good battle against Tech P. And then I go against Xavier Rose twice a year. A big guy, long guy, long arms, physical. So those two top guys. And then I go against Slay every day in practice.
Oh, yeah, Slay can go. Slay can go. Y'all can check my list out of my top 10 DBs. Slay on my list. It's coming out soon, but it ain't out yet. I always love when I got the ball in my hands. I'm a defensive guy. I got to turn into an offensive player for a little bit. There was a play last year. You got the chance to turn into a defensive player after an interception. I know that's not something you probably take pride in, but kind of tell us a little bit about your mindset because you made some headlines after your quarterback threw that interception and you made a big hit.
To be honest, Thank
You
you.
got to go to training camp.
Thank